I am the best mother in the entire universe. Let's talk about it. It's been a while since I sat down with you guys and did one of these things. We try to go live in the morning, like when I'm doing breakfast with the kids. It's just like probably the easiest time for me to do it. I'm focused on something, I'm doing something. But if you've ever been in one of my lives, you have heard me say this before. But you've also heard me every time that I make this statement that I also say the same thing about you. And the reason why I say this is because God literally picked you to be the mother for your children. Nobody else. Nobody else. Literally, of everyone in the universe, God picked you. If God picks me, there's no rival, there's no opponent, there's no comparison, there's no she's doing it better than me. There's none of that. Can we always do things better? Yeah, but there's nobody in my league. I am in a league of my own, and you are also. And it bothers me when I see mothers and even fathers. I don't really talk about fathers that much, but even fathers not walking confidently in motherhood or fatherhood. The reason I walk confidently in motherhood is because I know and understand that God picked me. Therefore, I walk confidently in motherhood. That's how I approach motherhood. So I'm not looking at another mother and saying, oh my gosh, she's doing what. God didn't pick me for her kid. Her kid got a whole different set of things going on than my kid. God picked me for my children because there is something inside of me that each one of my children need. Well, what about step parents, whatever? God did not pick them to mother your child. And that's not the same. It's not the same thing. Y'all can argue with me in the comments if you want to. I'll go back and forth with you all day, all night when my babies are sleeping. God picked me to be the mother of my children. If my kids ever get a stepmom, I don't care. Why? Ain't no competition. I've got no rival. I got no equal. There is no opponent. I'm not going up against anybody else. Motherhood is not a competition. It is not a race. It's not let's compare and see who's doing it better, because guess what? I got the kids I got. You got the kids you got. Like, God literally said, these ones right here, they need her. These ones right here, they need her. This one cannot go to her. He need to go to this one. Like, God knows. God knew not to give me no badass kids. He knew that. He knew that. He picked somebody that could deal with that to give them to. But I say all the time, I am the best mother. I am a phenomenal mother. I walk confidently in motherhood because God chose me. That's it. God chose me. There is no, I don't compare myself to other mothers because God didn't pick me for their kids and he didn't pick her for mine. So I feel like that's a conversation that you need to have with God, whether you have grandchildren, great-grandchildren, or a grand puppy. I don't give a heck what you got. But God picked me. He didn't pick you. He didn't pick you. Nobody can mother these children that God gave to me the way that I can. Of all the people in the world, he literally looked and said, you know what? They need Abby. That's who these babies need. So I walk confidently in that. And you know what else comes with that? Grace. That I can rest in knowing that God knew already the mistakes that I'd make. He knew the flaws that I have. He knew just how wild and crazy I'd be. He knew all the ratchetivity that I'd be involved in. God knew all of that. He knew all of that when he picked me. If you believe that God picked your child for you, that he knew and formed your child in your womb, what else do I need? I don't need nobody to tell me I'm a good mother. I know that I am the best mother because I only mother the children that God picked for me. So there is nobody else. It's not like it's between Abby, this person, and this person who the best mother is. What other mother do my children have? God picked me. God placed them in my womb. My womb. He had their plan and their destiny set out as he was forming them in my womb. He already knew them. He knew me. He knew you. So if I can tell you anything, it's have this conversation with God. It changes how you approach motherhood. I know for me it did. Once I understood that like, oh my gosh, I wish I was better at this. Like, I wish I could make homemade crafts. Like, it sounds so stupid, but I used to beat myself up all the time because I'm like, man, I really wish I wanted to like make my kids homemade Valentines. That's like, I didn't give you a kid that needed a homemade Valentine. That's not what I gave your kids. Like, that's not what I gave you kids for. Other people, maybe they need the homemade Valentine, and that's something special for them. But God made me just the way that he made me. And he said, you know what? I didn't make any mistake with you, and I didn't make a mistake in picking your kids for you. So no matter what you're going through today, whether you get to see your kids every day or you see your kids, once a year, whatever that looks like, rest in nobody can take your children away from you. Nobody. God picked you. He knew that they needed you. So you walk in confidently and boldly into motherhood. Stop this like, oh, we can always improve. We can always be better humans. We can always be better people. But I'm a phenomenal mother because God picked me. I'm not about to argue with God. What do I look like? And like, oh God, you really should have gave my kids a Pinterest mom who will make menus every week. Like, oh gosh, I wish I could do that. No. God picked me. Out of everybody. He picked me. He picked me, sweetie. And he picked you. And ain't nothing humble about that. Y'all have to remember every single morning when you wake up that whether you're a mother or father or not, God picked you. God picked you. So this woman wants me to humble myself. Humble myself about what? Being picked and chosen by the creator of the universe? Ain't nothing humble about that. In that, there's the realization of my humanity that I had to be chosen by someone else. I didn't pick it. I didn't pick these kids. I didn't pick the way that they were going to be. I didn't do that. Those kids don't belong to me. They belong to God. And he chose me to be the one to take care of them here. And he picked you. So say it today. I say it every single day, multiple times a day. I am the best mother. I am a phenomenal mother. My motherhood, my mothering is unmatched. Unmatched. You know why? Can't nobody go up against me because God didn't pick them. God didn't pick them. He picked me for mine and he picked you for yours. So you can say the same thing. You are the best mother. You are a phenomenal mother. Your motherhood is unmatched. And because of that, you can rest. You can rest in the grace that he gives you for motherhood, knowing that he picked you. He picked you knowing you was going to be wild and crazy. He picked you knowing that you wasn't going to put the laundry away as soon as the dryer stopped. He picked you knowing that you weren't going to know how to make your own homemade Valentine's cards. He picked you knowing that you was going to wait until today to go to Target to fill up the baby's Easter baskets. He picked you today knowing that you was going to forget that it was Wacky Wednesday at school and dressed your kid all regular. He picked you so you can rest in that. You can rest in that. The grace that he gives you for motherhood. It is my mission to get mothers to understand this, literally. And it changes your whole mindset. It changes the mentality. It affects your mental health and the way that you approach the situation. This crying baby with colic, God picked me for this baby. It's hard. Never had a colicky baby, but I've seen it. It is hard. God picked you for that baby. That nonverbal 3-year-old, it is hard, but God picked you for that baby. That 16-year-old, almost 16-year-old that just got her permit and thinks she know every damn thing, God picked you. God picked you. God picked you. He has graced you. He has graced you to be able to handle, to raise, to parent, to mother, to nurture, to care for, to love, to correct, to discipline the children that he has given you and nobody else. So you are unmatched. You are unmatched. And when my strength is not enough, guess what? These your kids, God. You gave them to me. So you know my inadequacies. You know my inefficiencies. You know where I lack, and God can come in and he can meet that. So ain't nobody humbling nobody over here. You better stand up and walk confidently in motherhood today.